Hey Libra, what's up? Welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your love and your support. It means the world to me. We're going to see what's going on for you for this week ahead. See what you guys need to look out for, what to be aware of, what to expect, how to handle the energy that's at play. See what needs to come out for you. If this reading helps or resonates, let me know by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the info's in the description box down below. And yeah, Libra, let's get into this. Let's see what's going on for you. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. What's going on for Libra, please? Show me clearly. I think the deck is ready. Let's get into it. What's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month? Oh, shit. For the week, the next 7 days. Obviously, this may resonate for the entire month of May, but this is your weekly reading or your weekly check-in. What's going on for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week, the next 7 days. What do my Libras need to know? Look out for, be aware of. Ooh, you guys got the butterfly, change, growth, transformation. We got the fox. I'm going to get you one more card. And the cosmic egg. Well, geez, congrats. You've completed some sort of cycle. You have made it to the next level. You've made it to the next step in your journey. You should be proud of yourself. This has been on and off, or you've been kind of going through the motion for a while. We have the firefly and also the moth at the bottom of the deck. And also the octopus. There's a message here where it's like you might be attracting people this week that are really drawn to your light, really drawn to your power, your energy. And it's important that you really establish and set these boundaries so that you're not taken advantage of and that you're not, being used and abused and then tossed aside. Okay, that's a message coming through here where it's like there could be some hot and cold people who are in and out of your life, or they come to you when they need something or when it benefits them, and then they disappear or they fall flat or go MIA, and then it just leaves you feeling drained or makes you just feel crappy. So it's just make sure you set those boundaries, okay? Make sure that you aren't just like bending over backwards for just anybody. Like, you know your worth and that you're not tolerating or settling for less, Libra, okay? This moth / firefly energy can represent a bit of inconsistency. So there is something in your life that is inconsistent. Maybe you're showing up a bit inconsistent. Maybe you're kind of spread too thin this week. So just watch out for that. Watch out for that. Keep your composure and know your freaking worth. Okay? So, yeah, starting off with the butterfly, representing change, growth, transformation. You guys are in the middle of this. And so this week ahead, there's some sort of shift taking place. You might be experiencing a change in some sort of commitment of yours, a relationship of yours, a job, a passion. But this is something that's part of your day-to-day life or your day-to-day routine. It could be representing some sort of change in a relationship or change in your partnership. If you're in a connection, someone that you're dealing with, there could be some sort of shift or change. It also shows that like something's coming to an end, but there's this transition of something beginning, okay? Because the cosmic egg comes out when this is kind of similar to the world in the tarot, where it's like things are wrapping up, there's closure, there's completion. I'm like, why am I getting the image of graduation? Like some of you could be graduating, or there's like this vibe of graduating, like there's this vibe of like you've made it, you've worked hard to get here, and now it's like it's over, or like it's all leading up to this one point. Like, I don't know, it's a big deal though, and it's something worth celebrating. It's something that you should be proud of, your achievements, of your goals. Like, you've really come a long way, and this is about you guys recognizing yourselves and really cherishing everything that you've went through, and like don't forget what you went through. But yeah, you're moving on to some sort of new level or next step, or there's like something newness that's being born. We have the new moon in Taurus on the 26th. So that's not this week. That's like the next week, the next Friday. So it could be, this is kind of like this transition, maybe around that new moon, oh my God, is when there's that new energy. So maybe the next week or so, there's still like a bit of this wrapping up, closing up any unfinished business. We still are in Mercury retrograde as well. So there's a little bit of that energy that's at play. You might be getting closure or answers in regards to certain connections or certain endings that you went through, but everything's coming full circle. There's a full circle moment that is kind of happening, unfolding, and taking place. So really cool stuff. We're going to get into the tarot. I'm feeling drawn to use revelations for you guys. So let's get into this. Not Gemini. Geez, you might be dealing with Gemini. Maybe you got Gemini placements. Maybe this is talking about something to do with Gemini season. Yeah, what's up with that? All right, whatever. This is for Libra, okay? Libra. What's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? What can Libra expect? What are these changes that are occurring? You know, you guys are needing to have more fun this week, or like not take life so seriously. The fox is an energy of like letting loose and, you know, having a little bit more time to play, because life's been so serious and you enjoy your life. You got to do things that you love, so you better make time for that. All right, what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, the next 7 days? What do they need to know, look out for, be aware of? Show me clearly. Libra placements. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on for Libra for the week ahead, the next 7 days? What do they need to know? Show me clearly. You guys are so quiet. Okay, look. Ooh, starting off strong. Kind of painful, kind of an ouch. We got the Three of Swords, okay, and literally as I said that, I just got like a sharp pain. It's gone, thank fuck, but it felt like a little electric zap in my brain, or like this, literally like the right side of my brain. So maybe that's tying someone's energy I'm picking up on, but I reject that. I don't want any more of that. I don't like that vibe. All right, maybe your head hurts. Maybe your heart, something really hurts. You've been really bogged down by something. Maybe you've been thinking a lot, or, you know, this is just really representing some sort of pain. Maybe some of you guys, maybe this isn't representing heart pain. Maybe this is representing like physical pain. Even when we look at this person's body, it's like their body is in these ropes. So it's like, you know, maybe there's a lot of tension that you're carrying in your body, or maybe you're really needing to rest your body or heal your body, or there's something about that coming up where you're healing in some sort of way, okay? But that's a bit, yeah, Eight of Pentacles underneath that. I see you healing from some sort of pain, whether it be literal pain, whether it be emotional pain, or anything else. Like, I see that there's this healing taking place, or you're working on like bettering yourself, or kind of undoing this ropiness. And for some reason, like this is and obviously I ain't no doctor, but this is making me think of like how, you know, if you overextend your muscles, or if you pull a muscle, if your muscles are tight, it's like, you know, you gotta work it out, you gotta work out the knots. Like literally, I don't know why I'm picking up on this energy or this vibe, or like the messages, the thoughts that just come to mind for me is just like, you know, having knots in your back or your shoulder blades, or just like needing a massage. Like straight up, some of y'all need a massage therapist, or like needing to get some sort of help to get back your strength, or I don't know. Okay, but normally the Three of Swords is more about like heartbreak and loss, and you know, it's heavy, it's intense shit. So I see you healing from that. Maybe that's what this cycle is, that this cycle is talking about, this closure, completion of a cycle. It's like a painful cycle, endings that you've gone through. It's really like in the past, or it's blowing over, or you're getting over this, or you're that's what has changed you, or you've transformed from this pain. So because I don't know, I'm just feeling like this Three of Swords, it's not recent, but obviously we need more cards before we can kind of determine that, because for some this might be fresh, right? It could be fresh. Like this, if you're going through some sort of heartbreak this next week or recently, this is it's leading you on this cycle, or it's leading you on this journey. But if you've already kind of gone through this, or you're not new to this journey, it's like this whole transformation is taking place because of some sort of heartbreak or painful experience. And although it's shit, like, you know, you're getting out of it. You're finding a way. There's finding like a solution. Anyways, let me get some more cards, y'all. What's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, the next 7 days? Six of Swords reversed. So there's this past energy, y'all. There's this past vibe here. There's reflection. You're looking back at something. You maybe feel like you're being haunted by your past. There's this, yeah, because this is the reversal, right? And he's like, no, he's not. Wait, let me see this. Yeah, it's like, this is the reflection. You're reflecting on something. You're looking back at something. But what's interesting is that this reflection, it's kind of distorted, or it's like when you look, yeah, and you know what? It's like anytime you look back at anything you've gone through in your past, you aren't fully remembering it. And the more you look back at it, the less you remember. Isn't that crazy? Like when you think about it like that, like whenever you look back at a memory, the more, every single time you look back at it, it gets more distorted and more like cloudy. So it's like there's something you're looking back at, and it seems like the more you look back at it, the more cloudy it gets, or the more confusing it gets, or the more distorted it gets. And that's what happens in our brain. Our brain can like distort memories or delete memories, or, you know, fit certain molds or versions of our stories that we tell ourselves. It can be very much like a mind fuck. Like, so anyways, the Six of Swords reverse, it's something about your past. There's a past situation being brought up that you're reflecting on. And again, we're in Mercury retrograde. We're looking back at some shit. We just went through all these eclipses. We had that solar eclipse in Aries a few weeks ago, and then we had that lunar eclipse in Scorpio last week. You know, the vibes are heavy. So it does not surprise me that you're looking back at these things, looking back at these pains, looking back at your upbringing, looking back at where you've come from, how much you've grown, how much has changed. And there's a bit of a distorted vibe. I gotta be real. So we'll see, how does this kind of transpire for Libra this next week or so. So don't be surprised if you're thinking about the past, you're being reminded of the past. It's coming up for a reason. It's coming up so that you can release it, heal it. There's still learning taking place, or there's still something that you can take from it that you haven't yet. Or there's a reason why it's coming up. So don't just like beat yourself up over it or assume, oh my God, they're gonna come back. It's like, it might not even be that. It's just like there's a reason why this is coming up. There's still like a active vibration there for a reason. Strength coming out, Leo energy. So this next week or so, yeah, you gotta be strong enough to face these things. You gotta be strong enough to acknowledge, why am I feeling this way? Why am I being reminded of this experience, this event, this person? Why is this coming up? That takes a lot of strength. That takes a lot of balls. That takes a lot of courage. It's uncomfortable, and you need to really support yourself and nurture yourself, and also be around those that uplift you during this time. People that actually are part of your soul tribe, or people who really are positive influences here. This is Leo energy. So we actually have Mars moving into Leo sometime. I think is that next month? I don't know. But hopefully heading into that energy, you're going to feel a lot lighter. You know, there's something about help coming in, or assistance, or normally like strength can definitely represent like a person coming into your life that's going to help you or support you. So anyways, let me pull some more cards on this. What else is going on for Libra for the week ahead? What do my Libras need to know, look out for, or be aware of? Any messages for Libra? Like, you guys are quiet as heck this reading. Like, what is going on? So this might be a specific reading for somebody. We have the Three of Pentacles reversed, and that fell right on top of the Three of Swords. So this is this whatever you're being reminded of or looking back at. This is about a situation that didn't work out, or you might be left wondering, if I had done something differently, if I had handled things differently, if I changed my actions, would things be different today? Would circumstances be different? Would this person still be part of my life? Would I still have that job? Would I still be living here? You know, you're wondering about the what ifs or the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, but it's like, it's in the past. Like, you can't change that. And it's about needing to accept that. And so there's this whole, remember, there's like this distorted kind of vision image that you might have looking back at the past, and maybe you're remembering it the wrong way, or maybe you're remembering certain details in a different light, or you're seeing something differently, but it feels distorted. It does feel a little bit like it's not so clear the way that you're looking back. Like, it almost feels like there's regret, or with this Three of Pentacles reversed, it's like you feel like you could have done more. You maybe are beating yourself up that you didn't do enough, or what you did, you failed, or there's something about you maybe feeling unworthy, or, you know, just being really hard on yourself. That's not cool, Libra. You better cut that out. I know it's hard though. I'm sending you so much love your way, because I've fucking been there too. I ain't gonna lie. We all have. That's part of being human. But we have the Queen of Swords, where it's just like you gotta kind of snap back to reality, right? Snap back to reality. Oh, the ghost rap. We got the Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Moon at the bottom. Yeah. It's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. Even the Five of Pentacles. We also have Three of Wands, so 333. You might be seeing a bunch of those, which is actually interesting. I didn't mention, but I started this reading at 3:33 p.m. So I guess I should have mentioned that, but I didn't. But you gotta either trust me on it or don't. I don't really care. But yeah, there is this vibe where there has been some loss, there has been some challenges. You're kind of, maybe you're still facing some of these issues, or, you know, 5 steps forward, couple steps back. It's kind of like forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. We're in Mercury retrograde though, so I'm not surprised if you're kind of feeling a bit like there's some blocks or obstacles a little bit here. But I see with the Queen of Swords, you're clearing that up, okay? Because look, 5 of Wands with the 10 of Wands and the Moon, it's just like, this is you trying to move through this uncertainty. You're just like, I don't know what to expect. I already feel really heavy. My mind, my heart is already full of a lot of crap. And you know what? Like, there is a need for a release here, because literally, like, look, we go from the 10 of Wands to the 5 of Wands. You need to let some things go. You're carrying a lot of burdens, a lot of baggage from your past that it's like long overdue. It's expired stuff that you should let go of. Like, you ever go in your pantry and you're like looking through and you're like, why the hell am I still holding on to this box of crackers? This is expired like a year ago. Like, you know, things that are like way over expired. It's like there's some things that you're holding on to, or like that have been lingering or even suppressed. Maybe you're not even aware of it, right? Because the moon represents the subconscious, represents what's hidden, what represents, you know, the underworld, what we're not seeing, what's not obvious. So this might be representing things deep within you that you weren't even aware of, that are, you're like, why is this popping up? Or why am I dreaming of this person? Or why am I suddenly thinking about this person, or being reminded of this event or this thing? It's like, because subconsciously you hadn't dealt with it, or maybe you did deal with it, but maybe not fully. Maybe there's still some things that you got to release, and it's creeping up from your subconscious for a reason. And so again, every single time you get reminded of it, it's like a bit more distorted, or it's like your memory of it keeps changing. Every single time you look back at the memory, it's like slightly different, or you remember less detail, or, you know, it just gets more distorted. Anyways, it's like, it's just a sign you guys gotta like just continue to keep releasing, letting go. And with that Queen of Swords, which is Libra energy, so you are in your freaking element, Libra. This is about you guys really just clearing it out. Like, I just imagine, you know, you got a big ass black garbage bag and you're just chucking it all out. You're going into that cupboard and you're just, I'm not even checking the expiry date. This is gone, 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 gone. Like, you're just clearing out the cupboards. And maybe that's literal. Maybe you need to do a little bit of spring cleaning or fall cleaning wherever you're living in the world, because, you know, Southern Hemisphere, it's fall, right? Doing your fall cleaning. Up here in the north, it is springtime. It's a spring season to do a little bit of cleaning, do a little bit of cleaning up, emotionally cleaning, spiritually, energetically, and even physically. Maybe some of y'all still are holding on. Maybe you have items, if it's like a person from your past, whether it be an ex, whether it be an old friend, or even a relative, or I don't care. But maybe you still have some belongings, and maybe you should get rid of it. Or you're like, hell no, that's a diamond ring, I'm not gonna get rid of it. Bitch, you better pawn shop that and get your money. Like, just kidding. You know, it's like some of you, maybe it's like, if you are wanting to completely like clear that cord or clear that attachment, and you're like, well, what's the last thing? I've healed from it, I've moved on from it emotionally, but it's still coming up. It's like, do you have any like personal attachments? Do you have any like physical, I don't know, items, clothing, pictures? Do you still have their phone number saved in your phone? Saved text messages? Like, you know, things like that. You're like, no, but I want to hold on. It's like, well, then why are you keeping that door open? You say you want to let go. You say you want to move on. Well, why are you keeping that door open? Oh, they're still following me on Instagram. Like, okay, but you want to detach. You want to let go. Why are you keeping the door open? I don't know, just things to question, things to ask yourself. You don't have to do anything about it. I'm just planting little questions in your mind you can ask yourself. You don't have to tell anybody. Like, so, anyways, I see you guys clearing a lot of crap out. Maybe there's been some drama. Maybe there's been a little bit of tension. That's been kind of weighing you down. You're over it. You don't want to deal with it. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Your intuition is trying to tell you something. You definitely better pay attention to that. What is your intuition saying here? Your intuition saying it's time to move on. Let's look into this moon. Let's do a little bit clarifying here. What should we use? Oh, you know what? I'm feeling used to use my vice versa deck. I haven't really used this deck too much recently. It's really interesting. I go through like phases with certain decks. I'm like, I'm really drawn to this deck or this one, and then kind of forget about other decks. And I don't know, today I'm feeling drawn to use this deck for you guys. So first of all, let's look into this moon. What is the moon about? maybe this is tying in with that eclipse that we had in Scorpio. Scorpio, if you're a Libra rising, that would happen in your 12th house. And 12th house rules literally the subconscious, the underworld, secrets, enemies, things that are hidden knowledge, hidden information. Like, so things that were hidden may have gotten revealed around that time, or even could still be in this next week or so, or even next little while. Throughout May, it's like you might be having sudden revelations or huge clarity or epiphanies here about things that weren't so obvious to you before, things that were weighing you down. Anyways, tell me about the moon for Libra. Why is the moon here? What does Libra need to know about this? Show me clearly. Tell me about the moon for Libra. Page of Cups. So this is definitely highlighting your emotions, your feelings. Try the moon. There's something about telepathy. There's something about that. If that's a random message for someone out there, don't know who it's for, but if you know, you know, or if you've been thinking about that, or like, if you've had thoughts, or you've been receiving, like, or picking up on other people's thoughts, or like, I wonder if that's them sending me a message. There's something about telepathy here. So if that resonates, because it's not going to be for everybody. That's literally not going to be like probably for like 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 people. There's something about that here. That's just a random thing I just wanted to mention. It just came through. I never ever get that. But yeah, it's true. And it's a thing. It's definitely real. And if there's like a deep soul connection that you have with someone, that's definitely there. I definitely see that. Anyways, tell me about the moon for Libra. Why is the moon here? What does Libra need to know about this? Why is the moon out here? Tell me about the moon for Libra. We have the Two of Cups. Interesting that it falls on this side of the Two of Cups. Just gotta point out, you see that in the distance? Let me put that on pause here. 8 of Pentacles. And it's the reverse side. Let me get one more for the moon. 4 of Wands. Hierophant. This is relating to some sort of relationship, some sort of partnership. But it's not in your life anymore. 10 of Pentacles reverse and the 7 of Swords. Whoa, and the World. Look at this. Like, this is someone here that, like, this is the vibe of sneaking away. Straight up. Sneaking away. Look at how in the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles reverse, like, there's someone missing. 10 of Pentacles normally ruling, like, the home, the family, a foundation, commitment, especially partnership, marriage, right? Even with the Hierophant, marriage. And for some, this whole ending, if this was in a marriage, it's like perhaps there was some sneaky shit, lies, deception here. Someone snuck out or someone was keeping secrets. Anyways, this is just, is this what you found out, or is this what you're learning from? Because if this has already happened, it's like this is what you're learning from. For some, though, if this is fresh, yeah, it's like you get the answers, especially if you're like wondering. This is very specific, but if by any chance you were dealing with a third party, right? Look at this Two of Cups. There's this third individual in the distance. So that's a bit sus, right? And maybe someone was, I'm just throwing this scenario out there, and this is literally like, again, this might be a side story or for someone other, this, even the cards that came out were very specific, but where someone maybe was making these false promises or saying that they're, you know, maybe I'm married, but I'm getting a divorce. Me and my wife aren't together. Me and my husband aren't together. We're in the middle of a divorce. We're separated, but we're legally married, but we're not together. You know, making I'm going to leave them, or I'm in this marriage, but I'm going to leave them for you. You know, that kind of vibe, making these promises of what it could potentially look. This 8 of Pentacles reverse, where he's putting effort in, but the Pentacles, they're not solid. It's just it's an idea, it's a vision. It's not actually physically there. And it's like, notice the child in this card. It's like a child easily gets impressed. Children are extremely imaginative, right? And so it's like there is this imaginary future that, yeah, we'll just run away into the sunset together. But something about this whole thing was like built on false foundations, or like something that wasn't real or honest. So that might be something that's like weighing you down, like that for most of you, I feel like that's like past energy. And so that's what's being reminded of you. Maybe this is something that really affects you to this day, where it's like you struggle with trusting or believing people because of what you've gone through in your past. And so when it comes to you moving forwards or letting down your guard, it's like you struggle with trusting people and what they say, right? It's like actions speak a lot louder than words. And so this Queen of Swords, she's demanding, like, you better fight for this, or you better prove yourself that you mean what you're saying. And you have every reason to feel that way. But yeah, there's this vibe where it's like trust is kind of fucked up because of that. And that's shitty. That sucks. But you learn from it, you know better from it, and I think with that world showing up here, it's like that cycle is way in the past. Like I think that's tying in with some of the things, the cobwebs that you got to clear out, or clearing out your cupboard. The expiry date is way over the limit. So this may have been something that happened to you a long time ago. Maybe not. And it's time to really leave that in the past. As difficult as it is, or finding a way to heal that, or to get like even therapy, or really just working through patterns, habits, beliefs, telling yourself that you are worthy and that you are deserving of fill in the blank. Because some of you feel like you're not deserving, and that you're like, well, maybe this is just my fate, maybe this is all that I deserve, maybe this is just how life is always going to be. That's not true. Stop telling yourself that story. I know it's easier said than done, but you gotta put an end to that bullshit story that you're telling yourself. That's for some. I know that's, look, strength twice in this reading. I know that requires a lot of strength to overcome and to retrain your mind. We have the moon underneath that. This is like a deep subconscious, like reprogramming type of thing. 6 of Cups underneath that, y'all, and the 4 of Cups. Yeah. This is some past shit being brought up, some deep ass subconscious stuff that you're working through. It's heavy, it's intense. Luckily, this is just your weekly overview, so this shouldn't last for very long. Right? You should be out of this energy hopefully very soon. This will pass. It's just you're going through this discomfort that you're facing. You're going through this metamorphosis, you're going through this butterfly change, Libra, and it doesn't surprise me that you're feeling all these types of emotions. But just lean on your people, lean on your community for support. You're not alone. Even this community here on this channel, we are here to help each other and support one another. And yeah, just like comment down below, connect with each other, help each other. Yeah, it's intense vibes, but you'll get through it. And this is just some deep ass cleaning taking place. So it's good it's coming up now. Deal with it now so that you don't have to deal with it later. Okay? So I'm going to leave your reading here, Libra. I'm sending you so much love your way. I hope this was helpful and insightful. Let me know if it was in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, take care.